switching over here, all right? It is 238 to 246. Trump is winning. You can tell by the excitement in my voice. It just feels different on this different channel. The lights are brighter for some reason. I think it's all the red. I don't know. Here we go. It's turning out to be 4 years ago, all here in 2020, and it is exciting as all hell. That was a complete change. Oh wait, now it's 264, 266. It is literally a fucking photo finish right now. All right, it comes down to Hawaii and Alaska, guys. Listen, Hawaiians out there for the first time. Your vote does matter.
Which one's bigger?
Get out to the polls. It doesn't matter. It's population based, as you can tell by New York getting 29 electoral votes. Here we go. Exciting news. That's all I can say. Which way will the country tip? They're giving Biden the 270 and Trump 268 right now. But I mean, I'm going to switch back over to CNN and we'll see what they're saying because that was a complete change. Maybe they're speculating. As we're all speculating. Okay, on the Biden side of the CNN team, it is 192 to 114. This is a complete landslide. I'm going to go back over and make sure I got this right because these are national news organizations. All right. What does it say? It's saying 218, 148 is what it's changed now to now. Trump wins Florida. Someone just gave a sigh of relief. I don't know who she is, but she seemed ecstatic that they got it. Oh, shit. She's talking about Arizonians. Did you guys fuck up or did you do the right thing? Either way. Where's Oregon at?
This is what we can tell you. If you have contested races in these battleground states, in Pennsylvania, if your ballot is postmarked today, Martha, you just mentioned that, right? If it's postmarked today, they'll still count it as of Friday. This was fought in the U.S. Supreme Court, but went back to the state of Pennsylvania. Iowa, if it's postmarked yesterday, November 2nd, they'll count it 6 days from now. Minnesota, Nevada is a week, North Carolina is 9 days, and Ohio is a full 10 days as it reverts back to election day. So that could be...
The one thing this is definitely teaching me, though, is about our election system. That's one thing I'm taking away from this entire year. Wow. So, yeah, let the confusion continue. It's 2020, right? So, like I said, mine's gone. I need to refill it. But, yeah. 81,000.
To be finalized here, or at least an unofficial result.
Okay, so.
In the next 24 hours or so, we will have an unofficial result of who will win Michigan.
I'm going to try my best to explain this in idiots' terms, right? Because I don't really get it. They don't know who is going to win this fucking state right now until like 4 days from now when they look at mail-in ballots. In a time where we're able to stream the actual results of you to you, they're waiting for mail-in ballots.
Yeah, I mean, Jake, look, there is a lot of outstanding vote here in the Keystone State. And this is
Can I be honest with you? I don't really believe this woman's actually talking to me. I believe that with her mask on, that, you know, they just feed in all this stuff, and all she does is this in front of the camera. It's just some weird Orwellian times is all I can say, and I'm scared. It's 192 to 114, by the way.
They've been reporting day off totals, then they've been going through, opening more ballots, removing those from the inner envelope, putting them through the scanner, and then uploading bunches at a time. So just as you pointed out, this is going to come in fits and starts throughout the night. We may know by tomorrow morning a little bit something more. It may take a while. You know, the Secretary of State is saying these counties are working as
my motto.
fast as they can and as hard as they can.
As long as the story's here, I'm here.
These places are working overnight. It is just going to take a while, and it is the
It's just you and me in America. That's it. No one else. 13,192.
All right, Sarah Murray in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Let's go to Bill Weir, one of Wisconsin's favorite sons, who is in Madison. Bill, tell us about turnout in Wisconsin. We're waiting to hear who the Badger State picked to be their president.
looks like it's going to be a record turnout like most of the rest of the country, Jake, but it's still very early. In fact, some of the election officials in Milwaukee say they won't have their final numbers in until 5 a.m. And that, of course, will be it's expected to be a huge blue boost for President or Vice President Biden when those numbers come in. Just looking at the wild counties around Milwaukee, Waukesha, Ozaukee, Washington County, a little bit better than they were 4 years ago for the Democrats. Trump is still leading in those. He won Fond du Lac County a little bit better than he did 4 years ago. But I've been texting with the head of the Milwaukee Democrats, who said he thinks feels like strong.
On the Democrats that they could pull this off. They haven't, but that does not change the net gain. If you look again, right now D+1, and that largely is Mark Kelly in Arizona, which we just called. The Democrats need 4 to take control of the Senate, and we'll see the races in Maine, again Michigan, and we've got a lot to look at as you see the population tick up there, 45, 44. We're back with our panel. Britt, what are you looking at?
Well, I'm looking at Texas, which we've not called, and which looks to be closer than it ever would have, one might have thought about any race presidential race down there in any recent cycle. But Trump is leading. Looks like a reasonably good lead, about 52% to 47, with I guess about 85% vote in. So I'm wondering when or if we'll be able to call that, because obviously if that goes the other way, so against Trump.
You know, it's
I doubt that'll happen, but I guess we haven't called North Carolina. Have we ever called? Did we finally call Georgia?
No.
No. We have Georgia, North Carolina.
Fulton County is not in and probably won't be this evening, so.
You know, it's interesting about Texas because the Texas Democrats thought that they obviously are more competitive than they have been historically, and they really wanted Biden to come down, and they really wanted to spend a lot of money
TMZ's
on
numbers
advertising
look
in Texas. And there was this
What was that?
TMZ's numbers.
That's a good idea, man. Let's check it out. We hit the hard hitting charts, man.
Ways to get to 270. They didn't trust
Those
it.
fuckers aren't paying
Yes,
attention
they
to
sent Kamala Harris there, but the vice president didn't go down. They didn't put a lot of new money into advertising there. A lot of Texas Democrats were disappointed.
What if that's actually a real thing?
Among them, especially Orr, as Carl
TMZ
Rove would say,
election
Robert Francis
coverage.
Well,
since
the fact is, you know, it's one of
Kanye
those
ran,
states-
maybe.
It may be a little bit like Florida for
covering
Democrats, that you
That'd be hilarious if Kanye took the Republican vote instead of the fucking Democrat vote. They're the complete opposite.
All right, let's bring in Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who is standing by the former White House press secretary and Fox News contributor.
Uh-oh.
Sarah, good to have you here tonight. I have a couple specific questions. Before we get to those, though, I want to just get your overall take on what you're seeing out there tonight.
Well, I think we still have a long night ahead. Obviously, Florida's a big win for the president. I think one of the big stories out of that is the way that the president has done so well in the Hispanic community. Florida being sort of one of the ultimate battleground states, also outperforming expectations in the suburbs and with seniors in Florida. So I think those are big things to look at and big indicators